Welcome to Wax Off. My name is Robina Rayasat and I'm a hearing aid audiologist. I'll be talking through our earwax removal videos, so let's see some wax. This patient, let's call her Sansa Stark, because earwax will come back. The worst blockages always do. So Sansa came to see me not even knowing that she had a blockage in her ear. She had very little hearing on this side anyway, which is why she didn't pick up the blocked up feeling, because essentially her ear always feels blocked up because of the hearing on that side. So we started suctioning, and as you can see, there are quite a few dry layers of keratin or skin on the outer edge. The oil that I doused the ear with hasn't been given enough time to penetrate those very dry skin layers. So we're pulling away at the skin, and we can see the skin that is revealed underneath is a little bit pink, which is a bit like most skin that's not ready to have the top layer come off. So there's the first amount of wax and keratin layers that have come off. So we're going back in to do the same again, and I'm trying to fold over the keratin on itself like a blanket so that the tiny suction probe really has a good surface area to attach the wax. But I have to say, it's not working very well. So I'm then going back in with a pair of alligator forceps, which allows us to take off a little more of the keratin layer. So you can see that there. So we're going to go back in with the same alligator forceps in the hope that that layer will somehow pull out the whole wax blockage, but it wasn't meant to be, and only more keratin or skin came off. So we've switched tact to the suction probe again now, and I've oiled a little bit more at this point of the procedure too. But the wax is still stuck somewhere, and it's likely to be stuck in the bend of the ear canal, or it could be stuck to a piece of keratin, and at some points the wax is actually being moved a little bit deeper down into the ear canal, which I really don't want. So we're going to try a few more areas there. Again, you can see it's just rolling around. It just doesn't want to attach to the end of the probe. And at some points, the hardness of the wax is actually causing the end of the probe to kind of deflect off its surface. And I really wanted to show you Sansa's earwax removal so you can see the importance of correct oiling before any earwax removal procedures are carried out. If you don't oil enough, it will be too dry and you'll get this sort of scenario. If you oil too much, it becomes too soft. And I've put even some more oil here, and it still really isn't making much difference, apart from maybe loosening it around the edges, but bits of wax are still coming off. I'm trying to place the probe in different areas of the surface of the wax, and it's just moving it to the side a little bit. I'm going over to the other side now to see if it makes any difference on this side, and it has moved it a little bit closer to the entrance of the ear canal. But it's not quite coming out. So what I decided at this point was that I'm going to change instruments, and I decided to use a Rosen inserter, which is a bit like a little pick which can be pushed into the surface of hard wax to break it up into little pieces, and it's almost like a hook as well to push into the wax and then pull the whole blockage out. But again, this wasn't working either. It was deflecting off the surface of the wax and really not doing very much. So now I went back in with the suction again one more time to see whether it made a difference with more oiling. So we oiled about 4-5 times in this procedure. There's a lot of oiling that needed to be done. And there's a little bit of movement at the top of the screen. You can see the eardrum just poking through there at the back. And I decided at this point to go back to the alligator forceps. Now, the main aim of this is to clamp on to the wax in an area which is free from the ear canal. And my first few attempts, I'm able to clamp on, but it's not quite moving. Let's move the whole blockage to the side, and I'm going back in and trying again. And then suddenly we get a grip. So it's moved quite substantially there. And then we go back in, do the second pull, and there it is. It's actually come out. So very satisfying to see the whole thing come out in one big lump. Apologies for the fogginess on the end of the camera. That was oil because of the amount of oil that we'd used there. So we're going back in now. And as you can see, as usual, there's a little bit of residue because of the amount of oil that we removed. Nice eardrum, a little bit red though because of the poking around, but that should ease down after a while. So that's the end of our video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you're liking these videos. I originally started this series because I wanted to make it for everyday people, with very, very simple language and very light and easy to understand. So I'm hoping that people who like to watch earwax removals are enjoying these. Let me know. Let me know if you've had hard wax. Let me know how the series is for you. And please do like, subscribe and comment below. And I will see you in the next one.